all those details. We'll keep a close eye on all the other inaugurations and welfare schemes and projects that the Prime Minister is going to announce as he carries on with his tour in Gujarat and neighboring regions. The United States Supreme Court has rejected the extradition stay request of Tahawwur Rana, a key accused in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks that claimed the lives of 170 people. He had approached the US Supreme Court seeking an emergency stay on his previous allowed extradition. In the appeal application, Tahawwur Rana has contended that his survival chances would be insufficient for facing trial in India, citing multiple facts. His petition specifically mentions that if a stay is not entered, there will be no review at all, and the US courts will lose jurisdiction and the petitioner will soon be dead. This comes after Tahawwur Rana's extradition was given a green lit by US President Donald Trump last month. On the telecast with me is Hemant Oberoi, who is the former head chef at the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel in Mumbai, and he was present at that moment when the 26/11 attacks took place at the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel in Mumbai. Thank you, Mr. Hemant Oberoi, for joining me, and your first reactions. How do you feel that it's been 17 years since the attack happened and finally an extradition has been granted for India to bring back Tahawwur Rana and put him on trial for the crime, the heinous crime that he committed by being complicit in attacking the Taj Mahal, the other hotels, Hotel Trident, Oberoi Trident, other areas in Mumbai that led to the death of 170 people and more. So Tahawwur Rana has made a last-ditch attempt to reach out to the US courts seeking a plea, saying that he does not want to be returned to India. He has rejected his extradition stay. The courts have rejected his extradition stay request, and the appeal that had been made by the lawyers of Tahawwur Rana was that he may not be able to survive in India, the entire trial in India, given his status as a Pakistani origin Muslim individual. So in wake of all these developments that have taken place, joining me on the telecast is Mr. Hemant Oberoi. Mr. Hemant Oberoi, thank you very much. And you know, you were one of the many people who were stuck at the Taj Palace Hotel in Mumbai when that unfortunate 26/11 sinister attacks took place. How do you react to this news that we have gotten just a few weeks ago that Tahawwur Rana at last is going to be extradited to India? His attempt to stay the extradition has been rejected by the courts, and do you think justice will be given at last once he comes back and is put on trial?
I think it's a very heartening news that, at least, the justice is prevailing and the world is coming together to make sure that terrorism doesn't have a place in the world. And we look forward to the justice being given to the 170 families who lost their nears and dear ones.
How do you view that it's been 17 long years and extradition has been allowed only now by the American courts? Do you think it's too late, and what could have been done better?
You see, it could have been done much earlier. I mean, 17 years have passed, generations have changed, 2 decades almost have gone. And some of the near and dear ones, they are already gone. And they are no more in the world. And their next generation probably will see some justice being done. And maybe they will be ensured that, in future nothing like this will ever happen.
Mr. Oberoi, the explanation that Tahawwur Rana has given to the US courts seeking a stay on his extradition is that he is likely to be tortured in India in the Indian cells, given the status that he is a Pakistani origin Muslim individual. How much water does this hold?
When they tortured the people in our country, what was that? Innocent guys were pleading for their lives. Absolutely in front of my eyes, they were pleading for their lives. They didn't spare them. Why should he be pleading for anything now, mercy?
Also the fact that David Headley, who was a co-conspirator and an associate of Tahawwur Rana, continues to be hiding in United States of America. At this time, there have been appeals that have been made by our country to the US courts, to the US government, that he be extradited as well, but no action thus far. Do you think there is now a ray of hope that things could move in the right direction to bring David Headley back as well and put him on trial in India?
I hope so. I sincerely hope so, that everybody is being brought to the book and the justice prevails.
Right, absolutely. Now, you know, how do you feel that, because it took months, it took years for Kasab to be hanged to death, and there were a number of pleas and counter pleas that had been raised in the court of law. How do you think justice can be made swifter and faster in the case of Tahawwur Rana when he is brought back, and it does not get delayed because of you know how the law operates?
It takes a pretty long time. We know, all of us know, it takes a very, very long time. And so was the case of Kasab. It took a lot of time, you know, but we are in a democratic country, and how the things move is we also know. Thousands and thousands of cases are still pending for the last 2 decades or so. So let there be a hope that, you know, it will be on a fast track now this time, and some ray of hope that justice will be done.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Hemant Oberoi, for joining me on the telecast and sharing your